Our next our next author, I should say, is Josie Pagano. And Josie was in the 6th grade at Immaculate Conception of Darden School in Darden Prairie, Missouri, when she wrote the story, The Lady in White.
The Lady in White, 1918 to 1925, Munich, Bavaria, Germany, to Cairo, Illinois. Would you believe me if I said I wouldn't be alive if my great-grandpa hadn't had a dream? Well, it's true. In 1918, my great-grandpa Joe and his mother were living on a German military base while his stepfather was bravely fighting in World War I. Grandpa Joe had just been told the devastating news that his stepfather had been killed and that he and his mother would have to leave the base after the war. Joe felt that he had to help provide for his mother, so he went in search of a job. At 16 years old, the only job he could find was working as a cook's helper on a merchant marine ship that sailed all over the world. Joe took the job reluctantly because he didn't want to have to leave his mother, the only person he had left. He may not have known it then, but he would be in for quite an adventure. Upon setting sail, Grandpa Joe met Carl, whom he would later name his oldest son after. He and Carl quickly became best friends, and they told each other everything. After 2 years of sailing, Grandpa Joe began having a very peculiar dream. In his dream, he was working in the ship's kitchen when a beautiful lady in white appeared next to him. She was frantically telling him that he needed to get off the ship. He had the same dream several nights in a row, and it disturbed him, so he confided in Carl. Carl then told him something that would amaze him for the rest of his life. Carl had been having the same dream. They talked and decided to make the risky decision to get off the ship at the next port, Savannah, Georgia, and not return. Grandpa Joe did not know any English, but he quickly taught himself by listening to others speak. He and Carl worked at various jobs and eventually made their way to Cairo, Illinois. In Cairo, they found work at a meat packing plant and made just enough money for a pack of cigarettes each week and room and board. Grandpa Joe met and fell in love with a beautiful girl named Dorothy. After they were married, he decided to write to his mother to tell her everything that had happened. His mother was astonished when she received the letter because she had believed Joe was dead. She had received news that the SS Heinrich Kaiser, the ship he had been on, had sunk on December 6, 1922, off the coast of Newfoundland. When she read that he was alive and well, she nearly fell over from the great amount of joy in her heart. Grandpa Joe continued to write to his mother throughout the years, and he and Carl remained best friends. Grandpa Joe had always believed God sent the Lady in White as his angel to save him. He taught all 9 of his children and later grandchildren to always trust in God and his plan.
And I believe that Grandpa Joe's daughter is here with us today. Talk about a story that makes goose pimples appear on your arms and your whole body. What a wonderful story.